In this video we will discuss about this pancreatic cancer immunity cycle. So this pancreatic cancer immunity cycle, in brief, it means that what are the factors that helps in this evasion of this pancreatic cancer or tumor cells. Whereas if those factors will function properly, then these pancreatic cancers might not be able to reach to a stage where it is uh, fatal or dangerous to the patients. So it started with this cancer cell antigen release. So whenever the tumor cells are produced, it will release some kind of unique antigen, and those antigen will be recognized by the immune system, and that will trigger apoptosis of this tumor cells, and this is known as immunogenic cell death. And this thing can be inhibited, and the cancer cells can evolve themselves to reach to this tolerogenic cell death. Uh, for example, it might this apoptosis, the mutations might occur within the tumor cells in a way that apoptosis will not be able to activate properly. So cells, even though the extracellular signaling is uh, providing the signals to trigger apoptosis, uh, actually the tumor cells are not activating apoptosis within the tumor cells are not able to activate apoptosis signaling within the cytosols because of the mutations that are occurred in the tumor cells. So this is how the tolerogenic cell death or can be achieved. And if this steps is achieved at the first stage, and other steps will not be able to process, so the cancer will be cancer cells in that case will be able to evade the immune evasion. So let us consider that this immunogenic cell death occurs and the apoptosis are able to trigger in the pancreatic cancers. After that, what will happen? Those apoptotic tumor cells will then be recognized by these antigen presenting cells or the dendritic cells, and after that these antigen presenting cells will pass on this information for priming and activation of the T cells. And these steps in these steps also there is a uh, inhibitory stage or inhibitory factors that might prevent this cancer antigen presentation and priming and activation of the T cells, and those are mentioned here. That is, cancer antigen presentation can be prevented through these conditions such as hypoxia, MYC activity, it is related to mitochondria, the WNT catein activity, LKB1 loss. So all this will prevent the cancer antigen presentation, or this priming and activations can also be prevented by this epigenetic aberration, or in normal terms we can say that the mutations of this DMMT1 and EZH2 genes. So this will prevent the activations of the T cells. So if those inhibitories are not present within this antigen presenting cell or the dendritic cells, then it will lead to the priming and activation of the T cells. So once the T cells get activated, it will then traffic towards the tumor cells, and these steps can be inhibited by this LKB1 loss or FAK loss. So if these inhibitory factors are not there, then it will traffic towards the tumor cells, and where it will infiltrate at the site of tumors. And uh, once it recognizes the antigen once it recognizes the antigen that are presented by the antigen presenting cells on the tumor cells, it will then trigger the cancer cell killing through this NJKT, NJG2D or interferon and gamma signaling pathways. However, these things can be inhibited by various factors that are mentioned here, and some of them are commons in the other steps, but some of them are new, such as this TP53 mutations. It is related to the it is related to provide a balance between apoptotic or cell survival. If the cells has too much cell damage in it, then it will TP53 will trigger it towards cell death. If the damage is within the DNA can be recoverable, then it will prevent the cells from apoptotic and helps in the DNA damage repair. And similarly, the other factors are also mentioned here. The hypoxia is a condition related to the shortage of oxygens. And these activities are MYC activity is related towards this mitochondrial membrane leakage. And other factors are also mentioned here, and those informations can be found from the reference paper that has been provided in the description. So I hope you got an idea about how this pancreatic cancer immunity cycle actually should work and what are the factors that prevents its normal functioning. If you need to understand more about this pancreatic cancer immunity cycle, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.